I mean, I want to see both do well, but like, yeah, let's see from Jack's perspective. He's had some really fun
Sounds good.
hands and some really fun cards, and I want to see just like what he can have going on. There we go. That looks a lot better.
I want to say the first hand that he had was better. He had
Yeah.
Shiver 2, I think one of the jellies, but I didn't get to see it all in time.
Definitely was looking for. That might have been a situation where he got a little too greedy, just wanted stronger cards, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
like the life of risk and reward states that you try a little too much, you're not gonna get what you want.
Definitely. I think what he was really aiming for was a strong opening, so instead of using that Shelly Donnie to open, he'd be able to play that turn 2, because it's an insanely strong turn 2 option. It gets you like right into your opponent's base.
I see.
But even without that, he's still pushing pretty hard.
Really solid aggressive play, trying to find a way to make Marie fit in there. I agree. It feels like she should be in there somewhere.
He's got the spot though in the bottom right. Well, not the bottom right, but DBL's lane, I guess to say.
I do like the decision here to ultimately go with defense and try to set something up for base building combos, because we know he has something for the bottom now to take. He had something for the top, or he probably had something for the top, and so it's basically like whichever Cookies chooses, he just goes with the other path.
Yeah.
And this just means that he's confidently able to take make sure his base is safe.
Yeah, and I think playing defensive there was good, because I really don't think Cookies would have gone into where he just placed his Marie. That wasn't really beneficial for Cookies in the long run.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, as scary as things kind of feel right now, I feel like, especially because he made that defensive call with Shiver, he is in a better spot. As long as he can get the right cards to make these base building combos really work.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like he's gonna play. If he plays Chalonzo here, I think he's waiting to get the splatter shot. I forget if it's the vanilla or the Tenatech splatter shot, but I think that's gonna activate 3 specials. And he can still kind of get into what's left of Cookie's base. Yeah, there's the splatter shot.
Yeah, that's good. And that Scope just putting himself into really good contention. Ooh!
This is nice. I like that a lot.
That is a perfect Novo spot.
I wonder if Cookies has one as well. I don't think he does in this deck, actually.
Final few rounds of turns, we are going to start looking at passes. Yeah, I don't see... I love Octavio, but I don't see him coming into play.
Same.
Oh, are we going for a 3 special play? Can he make it work? I don't see... Yeah, I don't see a proper play that would guarantee him the 3 specials. As much as I'd love to see it happen.
DblCookies has a really big special advantage, though, despite being down by, what is that, 13 points?
Indeed. But we've got a 312 coming onto play, and that is now it's only 5 special for DblCookie, so it's probably only like a 13, maybe a 14 that he could play in response. So I'm pretty sure this one's set for Jack.
Yeah, and unless DblCookies has something that's like a perfect fit, it would be really hard for him to win at this point, I think. Even with Jack not having the most perfect splatter screen there.
Alright, looking at
We get a small clash with 312s.
Yeah, Jack able to take the 10 points and claim that first game. Alright, heading into game 2, and we're going from Thunder Point to River Drift.
River Drift.
The two
Jack has a really strong opening hand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Cookies does too with that Kohazuna. You know, I always felt like River and Thunder are like the sibling stages. They're just too like, they're very
Kinda,
different,
yeah.
but they feel very similar.
Thunder and River are kind of like a Wario and Waluigi, maybe. You have like this really long one and then a kind of like stout one.
Mmm. I get it. I see it.
But Jack is gonna play this incline. I'm betting he has Sprinkler to combo with it.
Yeah. No, I've seen Jack with a Sprinkler here and there. Like, I'm pretty sure it's in his deck, just waiting.
Yeah.
Not really going to be able to find a way in. And definitely, like, the incline being positioned like that, too, means that, like, we see the potential for pressure to come in from Cookies. Placing it down like that just makes sure that that cannot happen. Looking for the optimal position for Autobomb. I know there's a position technically in the corner of Jack's base that would work super fine for the Autobomb.
Yeah, but I was thinking that too, but seeing him not do that, and then seeing his deck, he wants to save his Forge for there, I think. But he might play it anyway and just not wait for the Forge to come out.
Getting this
Because, yeah, my initial, sorry.
No,
my
you're
initial
fine.
impression was the Autobomb, but yeah, it looks like he wants to use the Forge there if he can.
That's fair. I do like this alternate solution where we're putting the Tentactech all the way up there. That is, it's not great because it's being walled out. It's kind of being walled by one of those special blocks, but that is arguably a really strong spot to be able to pressure, especially if you've got a splatter screen sitting around. And yeah, I see why.
Yeah.
He was looking for the Snipe Rider to set this up.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, he has two good forge positions from the looks of things.
I like it.
I do too, but that's
special though.
I like it, but that means he's doubly reliant on drawing it, which I don't know if that's what we want.
Rare double Jack loading.
There it is.
Well, at least he still got one spot for it. But man, he's way behind on points.
Oh my goodness, I wasn't even looking up the points at this point. Oh, that's what was supposed to be for Mr. Grizz. The Inkjet interrupted Mr. Grizz, which if we saw Grizz come down, it might. No, I think that was a little too late even for Grizz to turn things around.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but it's 1-1 now. It's still anyone's game, so it'll be exciting to see how the next ones go.
Indeed. Oh my goodness, we got Callie Marie, we got Shiver, honorary member of the Squid Sisters.
Honorary member. I don't know about that.
I mean, if you've played through the story mode, she's a huge fan. Or they're
Yeah,
a
I
huge,
have.
It depends on how you want to look at Shiver, I guess. She or they. Remember that way back in the day? Like, how aggressive
Yeah,
a
like when the game
conversation
first
that
came out.
was? I fully admit I was very salty when it was revealed that Shiver used she, her. I'm like, I wanted the they, them.
Jack tried to push with the incline, but it double played the Tetra Dualies that just ate the spot.
Mm-hmm.
But fortunately, Jack is able to follow up with Marie and keep real good pressure on.
Indeed. I think that Rockenberg, like, continuing with offense is a solid idea, but I think we've already done that. Rockenberg for the defense at this point makes it really hard to try to press anything moving forward. And we get that special.
Yeah. And Jack could even still do something in DBL's base. I mean, it's not quite finished up there.
Gonna try to push in. We'll be able to reach. The big thing I think Jack needs to look for right now is, I mean, we got that splatter screen perfectly wrapped around a special, and does Jack have a splatter screen in this one?
Yeah.
I'm not fast at looking. I think I saw it. No. Jack,
I
please.
feel like he does.
No, he doesn't.
But yeah, he keeps not. Oh no, he doesn't. Is he running 1-3-12? Yeah, it looks like just a Zipcaster.
So the big thing
I like
want
that
to...
spot because.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna say I'm pretty sure he has a sprinkler in this deck as well.
I was gonna say the big thing I want to see from Jack to be able to set advantage, and from Cookies, which is now essentially technically done on both sides, is just having a special block well set up to pressure. But unfortunately, that special from earlier, that 312 just was not enough for Cookies, and we saw it. Cookies was like pretty run dry on resources.
Yeah, and Jack played his whichever charger it was. I think the ZF charger, and it ate Cookie special, and I think that was just kind of the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Jack's got
that is such a nice fit for Shiver.
I like that a lot.
You couldn't get a better fit for Shiver if you begged for it. Jack trying to
Both
find...
players have gotten into each other's base as well.
I was seeing Jack trying to find a good spot to put that Splatling Deco, but yeah, I think just there's not really going to be a good defense here. Well, unless both agree to defend, in which case everybody walks away happy.
Yeah, both players, I want to say they basically control the same amount of space. They have one of their sides, but they're also just barely poking into each other's bases.
Unless Jack goes for something greedy. It's small, but the greed here is real.
It works, because DBL I don't think was expecting that at all.
No.
And that really works in Jack's favor.
But Jack doesn't have anything to play! Oh, I guess that works.
Ooh. Oh, it still worked. But now he doesn't have the sprinkler to
Yeah. But this is incredibly useful too, because like look how it just that very effectively disrupts a lot of Cookie's base building.
Yeah, and Jack still has so much space in his base.
We even get a confident special off of the captain there. Like, that is an incredibly strong play. Cookie's currently holding onto a light lead, but I think that unless he's planning on just dropping the captain as a special, that is the play to go for. Oh wait, no it doesn't.
Yeah, there's the small little. But I did just notice that there's the octocopter spot where he used the sprinkler to get into DBL space, and it won't give DBL any special, which is like really good because it's really easy to accidentally give him two.
Yeah, I really like Jack's deck for this stage. Like this octocopter has come up a few times whenever Double Gemini has happened, and he uses it exceptionally well.
Yeah, and I think just knowing that basically everyone is playing Ouroboros, which Octocopter fits into perfectly, it kind of it can work in your favor really well.
DblCookies with the excellent catch there, that 10-to-tech just overriding the Octocopter on the turn it was placed. Otherwise, if he didn't have that, Jack would have just shut all of those out perfectly. Four turns left. Both are essentially equal on, like, everything. Like, Jack's technically in the lead here, but I wouldn't even consider this a proper lead.
Yeah, and there's really not much space left on the board for either player to play in.
Indeed.
I stand corrected.
3 turns left. What does he have left? Yeah, he doesn't really have anything left to do, so both players going to choose to pass. And now Jack is in the prime position to go for... Is he going to try to get a... He only needs to get 2 special off of this, so this is actually a very reasonable ask.
Yeah, he has a spot for it, but does it give him a good amount of points? Will it be more worth it to go for the 5 cost rather than the 3 cost? Because he can play both 3/12s.
Yeah.
Safely. He doesn't have to get anything.
I think just going for 2 3/12s is the smart decision here.
I think so too.
Especially with us
especially clashing that, like...
I'm sure Jack isn't happy about the fact that clash happened, because he's like, it could have been the perfect overwrite.
Yeah. But at the same time, he's got a good lead, so I think this might be Jack's win, and yeah, Jack wins and takes the set, so...
And he'll be moving on to have his rematch against Joven.